Hello, my favorite English language learners. It is your favorite English teacher here, Amy Joy. Do you want to use more advanced vocabulary in your TOEFL, IELTS, or university level writing? Do you ever look at lists of C1 or C2 level vocabulary and you are unsure of which words native speakers actually use? Well, you're in the right place. In this video, I am going to share with you 14 advanced C1, C2 level adjectives that I actually use as a native English speaker. Sometimes advanced vocabulary is not very frequent or useful, so I've done the hard work for you and chosen words that native speakers actually use. So let's go ahead and level up your English. It says, feeling flabby after the holidays? Do you want to improve your health and achieve long-lasting results? Well, now that the new year is here, you might be feeling more dedicated than usual, and you should take advantage of that. So our first adjective today is flabby. Flabby means soft, not firm, or lacks muscle. And you can see in these two pictures here, a flabby stomach and a flabby arm. So to put it in a sentence, we can say, she was unhappy with her flabby stomach and arms, so she decided to start weight training. So the adjective flabby is used usually to describe someone's physical appearance. And our second adjective is long-lasting, as in long-lasting results. And like the word suggests, this means continuing for a long period of time. To put it in some more sentences, we can say, the company prided itself on offering long-lasting boots that were made to last. She found a brand of lipstick with a long-lasting formula that stayed on all day. And his marriage was built on a foundation of trust, mutual respect, and a long-lasting commitment to one another. And adjective number 3, dedicated. Dedicated means working hard at something because it is important to you, or committed. You can say, she was a dedicated student who spent countless hours studying and preparing for exams. He was a dedicated athlete who trained rigorously every day to achieve his goals. Now, let's continue with our reading. However, experts in health and nutrition emphasize that humans are prone to setting goals that are too ambitious and unattainable or unobtainable, which can actually be detrimental and counterproductive to success. Which words do you think are C1, C2 level? We actually have 5 here. They include prone to, unattainable and unobtainable, detrimental, and counterproductive. Let's take a look at each one. The adjective prone means likely to do something bad or likely to suffer from something. So this has a really negative connotation to it. And it actually has 2 grammar patterns. You can be prone to doing something, so prone to plus the ing form of a verb, or you can be prone to plus a noun. Let's take a look at each grammar pattern separately to see how this word can be used in a sentence. We can say, the elderly are not as good at using technology as younger generations, so they are more prone to getting tricked by internet scammers. Here we see prone to getting tricked. Prone to plus an ing form of the verb. Or teenagers often want to fit in and have friends, so they are prone to succumbing to peer pressure. Succumbing to peer pressure means listening to your friends even if it makes you feel uncomfortable or you don't really want to do what your friends want you to do. And here we see prone to succumbing. Prone to plus ing. We can also say, Cindy's parents have unhealthy eating habits, so Cindy is prone to being unhealthy as well. Prone to being. And again, notice in all of these sentences that they are prone to doing something bad. Prone to getting tricked, prone to succumbing, and prone to being unhealthy. Remember that prone means likely to do something bad. Now, let's take a look at the second grammar pattern, prone to plus a noun. We have all the same sentences, but we have just changed the verbs into nouns. So again, we can say, the elderly are not as good at using technology as younger generations, so they are more prone to internet scams. Prone to, And then internet scams is a noun. Teenagers often want to fit in and have friends, so they are prone to peer pressure. They are likely to experience peer pressure. They are likely to suffer from peer pressure. Cindy's parents have unhealthy eating habits, so Cindy is prone to obesity. She is likely to suffer from obesity. So in our reading, humans are prone to setting goals that are unattainable or unobtainable. We are likely to set goals that we cannot achieve. We are likely to do this, which leads me to words 5 and 6, which are unattainable and unobtainable. Both of these words sound very similar and also have similar meanings. To attain something is a C2 level verb that means to get or complete something. So if something is unattainable or unobtainable, then they are not able to be reached, completed, gotten, or obtained or attained. Let's see some more sentences with these adjectives. Despite his best efforts, the job candidate found the position to be unattainable or unobtainable as there were many more qualified applicants. In other words, the position was unable to be gotten or reached. The summit of Mount Everest is considered unattainable or unobtainable for many people due to the high level of skill and fitness required to reach it. And he was determined to attain wealth and status, but it seemed unattainable or unobtainable for someone from his background. In all of these situations, the goals were not able to be reached or completed. They were unattainable and unobtainable. And before we go on to our next word, I just want to remind you, if you have found this video helpful so far, make sure you like it and subscribe to my channel so you can keep improving your English with me. All right, let's keep reading. Our reading says that setting unattainable or unobtainable goals is actually detrimental and counterproductive to our success. So let's take a look at the word detrimental. Detrimental means harmful, damaging, or causing negative effects. To put it in a sentence, we can say, smoking is known to have detrimental effects on one's health, increasing the risk of lung cancer and other diseases. Or, the company's decision to cut costs by laying off workers was detrimental to employee morale. And that is how much energy or excitement the employees have for their job. It was harmful, it was damaging, it caused a negative effect on employee morale. Or, the burning of fossil fuels is having a detrimental impact on the Earth's climate, leading to rising temperatures and more extreme weather events. So the burning of fossil fuels is having a detrimental effect. It is having a harmful or a negative effect. And just like the reading says, having unattainable or unobtainable goals that are out of our reach is actually detrimental to our success. Now, the adjective counterproductive is actually in my other video on C2 level vocab. It means having the opposite of the desired effect. To see more examples with this word, go ahead and click the link above to watch my other video on C2 level adjectives. But for now, let's see how setting unattainable goals can be detrimental to our success. The reading says, for example, if you are typically sedentary and eat fast food daily, don't commit to strenuous workouts 7 days a week and only eating bland food like salad and chicken breast. Instead, start small. Decide to take a 30-minute walk 3 times a week and cook your meals 4 days a week. So our next adjective is the word sedentary. This word can describe a person, their work, activities, or a lifestyle that requires them to sit down a lot. This is a very specific adjective, but it can actually be pretty useful. Let's see how we use it in a sentence. We say, his sedentary job as a computer programmer resulted him in gaining weight and experiencing health problems. Or, the elderly woman led a sedentary lifestyle and had difficulty moving around. So since she was elderly and she couldn't move around a lot, she led a sedentary lifestyle. And due to the pandemic, many people were forced into a sedentary lifestyle, and this resulted in an increased need of physical activity when the restrictions were lifted. This last example is so true. During the pandemic, my gym closed, and although I tried my hardest to do at-home workouts, I became a lot more sedentary. I sat down a lot more because gyms were closed and everything else was closed. And our next adjective is the word strenuous. This word describes something that requires a lot of effort and energy. For example, the hike to the summit of the mountain was strenuous, but the view from the top was worth it. Or, she found the intense workout to be both strenuous and fun. Or, the work of lifting and moving the heavy boxes proved to be too strenuous for him to complete alone. All of these activities require a lot of effort and a lot of energy. So in our reading, experts suggest that if you are accustomed to living a sedentary lifestyle or a lifestyle where you are sitting all the time, do not set the unattainable goal of 7 strenuous workouts a week. Instead, start small so you can actually achieve your goal. And the next adjective in the reading is the word bland. This describes something that is plain, boring, has no flavor, or lacks excitement. For example, the yogurt was bland and lacked any real flavor. Or, the movie had a bland script and failed to engage the audience. Or, the lecture was very bland and the students found it difficult to stay awake. All of these sentences describe something that was plain, boring, or not exciting. So the experts in our reading suggest that if you are sedentary or sitting down a lot and are used to eating fast food, do not set the unattainable goal of 7 strenuous workouts a week or only eating bland food. Instead, start small and set goals that you can actually achieve. The same also goes for language learning, so keep that in mind. Let's continue. Dedicate yourself to adopting these small habits until they become automatic and easy. But also be flexible and don't get discouraged if you mess up. Just keep going. Then, once you are able to maintain them, you can gradually add intensity. Now, the adjective intense means having or showing strong emotions, or characterized by a high level of force, concentration, or activity. For example, the debate was intense as both candidates strongly defended their positions. Or, she had an intense workout at the gym, pushing herself to the limit. Or, the storm was intense, with high winds and heavy rain. Now, the adjective intense is more of a B1, B2 level word, but the noun form intensity is a C2 level word. So notice how we used it here. You can gradually add intensity. You can gradually become more intense in your goals after establishing smaller habits. And continuing on, with so many different fad diets out there, experts say that the best diet is one you can adhere to. In other words, choose a simple health and fitness routine that works for you and stick with it to see lifelong results. So our next word is fad diet. And this word means a weight loss plan that becomes popular for a short period of time, but is not based on science and often produces only temporary results. For example, the ketogenic diet is a high-fat, low-carbohydrate fad diet that has gained popularity in recent years. Or, the juice cleanse is a fad diet that promises to detoxify the body, but there is little scientific evidence to support its effectiveness. Or, the all-grapefruit diet is a fad diet that claims to help people lose weight by eating grapefruit at every meal. Can you think of some other fad diets? Have you ever tried a fad diet? Did it work for you? Let me know in the comments. In the US, we have so many fad diets that I cannot even keep up with all of them. And since fad diets are so restrictive, limiting what you can and cannot eat, people have a hard time adhering to them. And that is our next word. To adhere to something means to follow a particular rule or stick to a plan. In other contexts, it also can be kind of physical, meaning to stick to something. And this word actually has several different word forms. We have the noun adhesive, and that means something that is sticky or helps something stick to something else. For example, glue and tape are also called adhesives. You can also use adhesive as an adjective, like an adhesive bandage. That is a Band-Aid that sticks to your skin. But in our context, to adhere to something means to follow a plan or follow a diet. So some other examples include, the company must adhere to the rules and regulations set forth by the government. Or, she adheres to a strict vegan diet and does not eat any animal products. Or, the team decided to adhere to their plan and not make any changes. Or, adhere to the instructions on the label for best results. So from these examples, you can see that to adhere to something means to follow the rules or follow the law, or to continue with a plan put in place. So in our reading, it suggests that the best diet is one that you can adhere to, one that you can do easily so that you don't give up and get discouraged. And if you can find a healthy diet that you can adhere to, you will see lifelong results. And lifelong is our last adjective today. As the word suggests, lifelong means continuing for a person's whole life. And some sentences with this word say, she had a lifelong dream of traveling the world and finally realized it in her later years. Learning a second language is a lifelong pursuit, as you can always learn more. You know that one's true. And lastly, my hope is that you be a lifelong learner and a lifelong student of mine. Well, there you have it. 14 useful C1, C2 level words that I actually use and see as a native English speaker. Try using these in your next essay for TOEFL, IELTS, or university, and let me know how it goes. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something new. If you did, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel so you can keep improving your English with me. Bye!